Hey, I'm Kane Anderson. I'm the electronics lead for engineering here at Q-PAC, and I've been an engineer for 14 years or so. I started off writing code, and yeah, notably, I worked at another HVAC company doing critical airflow for Venturi valves, but that's how I got the job here. So I grew up in the 90s in Canada. If I wasn't glued to the TV playing Super Nintendo, I was outside practicing my jump kicks like a Ninja Turtle. Sometimes I feel like that little Donatello guy on the screen. I'm sitting here typing code and stuff, and everybody around me like, what is he doing? But these days I'm into personal development. If I'm not nose deep in a book, I'm running a Spartan race or coaching my team. So I'm a certified heroic coach. I use that on my team to bring forth the best of my team, and also I use it at home to bring forth the best from my kids. This is us. We like to play hide and seek and Minecraft. But what I'm here to talk to you about today is adaptable fan controls. So you may have heard part of Q-PAC's current mission is to get a multi-motor plenum fan in every commercial air handling unit. To do that, we have to be able to work in every commercial air handling unit, and that's kind of what I'm trying to help with. So our team internally, we call ourselves the Watt Wizards, and we're trying to help remove those barriers. So we have to make our controller talk to everything. It has to fit in everywhere and work and run and save you money. So that's what we're trying to help. One fan in every system. About a year ago, we introduced our first circuit board, homemade circuit board, into our, it used to be a QCB. Now we call it a fan controller because it's the brain of the fan, the multi-motor plenum fan, and it's what talks to the outside. On the screen you'll see a picture that's an 8-layer circuit board. So my team is in charge of making the schematics, putting the circuit in the different spots, connecting the dots, and making the chips talk to each other. And then again, for the business logic, so what does it actually do? It reads a pressure sensor and then reports how much air is flowing or something like that. Right? So we're in charge of that part, and we're also helping out with some of the testing that goes on in the factory. And how are we going to help get a multi-motor plenum fan in every commercial air handling unit? Well, adaptive electronics. We believe the future of commercial air handling in air handling units is with adaptive electronics that are flexible to deal with a new situation that you put it in. Maybe your building has a unique need. Maybe you've got a different sequence of operations. Maybe you've got different control systems. Maybe you've got a hodgepodge. Whatever it is, we have to make it fit. And so some of the things that we think we can do to help with that, just improvements to our fan controller that are going to keep going. So one of them is making a bootloader so you can update your program in the field. It's going to have a little web server so that any connected device can hook up to that with just a web browser and interact with it, put new firmware, help you with commissioning, setup, have a file server on there so that you can send it a configuration file or pull down a configuration file or pull down some logs or something like that. And then we have some big plans for power electronics. So we want to do some energy monitoring, reporting, figure out the efficiency of the entire multi-motor plenum fan. Maybe it's got 6 motors, and we're trying to figure out the best energy usage for that combination of 6. And eventually help deal with building harmonics. So we can do something called power factor correction, which improves the total efficiency of your appliance and of your whole building. And of course, making it talk all the languages. So as I said, we're trying to make it adaptive. It has to fit in every commercial air handling unit. We have Modbus today. Very soon, each fan controller will be able to speak on BACnet. Profinet is on our radar. It's in discovery. And eventually, every kind of language for every commercial air handling unit is what we want to be able to do. So why? Why do you care? Eventually it's going to help save you money. We have some big dreams about, big ideas about how we can do that. The airflow tunnel, which you'll see later, or maybe Ken, our R&D guy, will talk to you about. but we feel like we can make a big impact. So hopefully, if you have any questions about electronics, about sequence of operations, about how electrical stuff works in the appliances, you come talk to me sometime today or whenever. And that's it. Thank you.